Yeah, hello everyone. Welcome to the day 2 of the 7-day free AutoCAD session. From here, Chandrasekhar sir will be taking over. Sir, please take the class.
Okay, fine. Yeah, good evening to everybody. Today's session, we are going to discuss coordinate systems, zoom, grid, pan. That's our syllabus today. First, before going to coordinate system, I would like to introduce you few more things. For that, we will go for the AutoCAD software. As we all of you know, we can open the software by few more means.
Just a minute.
I am unable to open the AutoCAD.
Just a minute.
Okay.
Is that okay? Sir, okay, sir.
Just hold on the line. It's asking the password. Again, I have to type. Okay. Now I got the control. Today we are going to discuss coordinate systems. Okay. Before going to coordinate systems, I would like to introduce you how many types of interfaces are there. One is graphic user interface, another one is command user interface. Graphic user interface means directly you can click on the icon, generate the drawing or segments, lines, splines, whatever entities or whatever segments you want. This is one of the example like we can generate. Any segments or any entities. That's the advantage with the graphical user interface. Section method. Section method. Rectangular method. Select the opposite corners or diagonals of the box. Then the we like to do. That's called selection method. The other method is polygon method. This is called polygon selection method. Like we can generate different types of polygons. Within the polygon, entities will be selected. As discussion, coordinate system. There are two types of coordinate systems. Before going to the coordinate system, I would like to introduce you the display. Whatever it is displayed here is called graphic area in black color. The graphic area is infinite, but whatever the segments or entities we are going to generate, those are definite values. When compared to infinite to definite values, it is difficult for comparison. I will give you an example. When I told you to compare your height with the earth height, it may be difficult, even though you know mathematics. You need reference. That reference is used and the height. Here, so the graphics and values of science are brought to entities and different values. There is a line between x1 and xy between values added. We start x1 between y2 are the values. So xy2 4 3 we calculate. So that is magnitude. Vector quantity it will calculate. The vector quantity will be displayed here. When it's to the infinite value, mathematics. When we have an infinite value to different value, it is difficult even for visualizing, even for problem. So that reference this x comma y. Call it as UCS icon. Okay, this is called UCS icon. What stands for UCS? Any guess? Any guess from the audience? Participants? 16 members are there. UCS means universal coordinate system. Here they define it as a universal coordinate system. So it will coordinate with the definite values to infinite graphic area. With the reference of this UCS icon, the values will be calculated. According to that values, the mathematical equation is going to be solved. After solving that, it will display on graphic area how it will look like. That's the mathematics behind the simulation behind works. Now, here some navigation toolbars are there. You can check out. Always it will calculate angular direction from east to north. That means counterclockwise. East to north 90 degrees, north to west 90 degrees, 0 to 360 degrees. It will calculate. If you want to change, you can rotate it here. Again, to rotate. You can change. It is showing you rotation. We can do whatever you want. Okay. As we discussed here, the coordinate systems are two types. One of them is Cartesian coordinate system. Cartesian. Another one is in shortcut format, we can call it as CCS and PCS, polar coordinate system. These two systems are available to interface with the AutoCAD software. Any one of them you can use. When it comes to the Cartesian coordinate system, again it is divided into two types. One of them is absolute Cartesian coordinate system. Another one is relative Cartesian coordinate system. Same as this in polar coordinate system also. Absolute polar coordinate system, relative polar coordinate system. In market, nobody will teach you absolute polar coordinate system, and I'm sure about it. It's an open challenge to anybody. Go to any AutoCAD institute, there you can ask, will you teach me absolute polar coordinate system? Means they simply say no. Even so many people don't know whether it is existing or not. Okay, we will see what is meant by Cartesian coordinate system and what is meant by polar coordinate system. Cartesian coordinate system always in the form of x comma y. For suppose we want to draw a line, type L, command user interface I am using, enter, x how much, 2, y 2, enter, x2, y4. Undo, u, enter, undo. See, by using coordinate system, we are able to draw a rectangle. Simply we use the coordinates x comma y. For simple drawings, it is easy for us to use Cartesian coordinate system, absolute Cartesian coordinate system. As we are discussing, it is in the form of x comma y. Always we need to calculate from the origin how much distance x we want to move, y, then again x2, y2, x3, y3, x4, y4, like we are supposed to move each and every time. We must know the coordinates, exact coordinates. For suppose after 10 or 20 coordinates you typed, you may forget how much distance from x and y, or even it is difficult for us to calculate how much distance we traveled from origin to x and y. In the form of x and y, every time you need to calculate means difficult. I will give you one example. For suppose your home or college is your reference point. From there you are moving to particular location. It may be cave or nearest destination point. How much x you move, how much y you move, every time you want to calculate by using the road map means it is difficult, because every time you need to calculate from the origin how much distance you are traveling in the form of x and y. That's why people invented a simple coordinate system, which one is called relative Cartesian coordinate system. What's the difference between Cartesian, absolute Cartesian coordinate system and relative Cartesian coordinate system? We will see right now. I'm going to erase this one. Simply type E, enter, ALL all, enter. Deleted everything. Go to the line segment, type 0, 0. Enter. Now we want to use relative Cartesian coordinate system. What do you mean by relative Cartesian coordinate system? Previous point, whatever the previous point we specified, it will consider it as a origin. For suppose 0, 2, we did by using absolute coordinate system. See, again you want to move 2 units right side, but you don't know the coordinate system. That means you don't know how much x and how much y you want to move, because you don't know where you started. On that case, simply type @ how much you want to move y, how much you want to move x. With the help of that existing coordinate point as a 0, 0, we are supposed to define @ x 0 units or x 2 units for suppose here to y 0 units, enter. Is it? This is an example of a relative Cartesian coordinate system. I hope all of you understand how coordinate systems are working, how best we can use here to generate segments or entities or curves, lines, whatever it may be. That's an example for absolute Cartesian coordinate system and relative coordinate system. Now we will discuss about polar coordinates, mathematics. In it, we like to solve this using 2 parameters like and distance magnitude using 2 some problems in it or in shell also partial also. It is useful to use the integration or equation to generate by using with the reference of system and the section and magnitude. That means that both you can just the and magnitude section and by the counts will generate the simply you can select type delete or enter delete. It will be deleted whatever entities been selected in that rectangular selection method. As I am telling you, absolute polar coordinate system is always with the reference of UCS icon, how much direction and magnitude we want to move. It's like a one live example I will give you. First, suppose you want to launch a missile, okay, anywhere in the world. You must know the coordinates. Once you know the coordinates, you set the coordinates. By using that navigation, okay, it will hit the target. How it will hit the target? How it will calculate the values? How it is going to navigate? Where the target is been locked? By using longitudinals and latitudinals, it will calculate each and every time. By using those coordinates, it will calculate, it will adjust the direction and magnitude and hit the target. For that, what is the shortest way we have to travel, how much fuel it is required, how to alter the direction if anti-missile is been launched, those all the things we need to calculate as a mechanical engineer or else as a mathematician. If you calculate those things, you can launch missile exactly where you want to hit the target. On that time, what will happen? Every time it will go to the near points. From there, it will reference calculate. Never lost. Somewhere next to Sri Lanka, it has to calculate how much it has to move in both X, Y, Z. It is difficult. Every time it won't calculate from the Delhi. If it is going to calculate like that, before hitting the targeted country will launch 10 to 20 missiles before this. That's the reason to get fast computing facilities, the relative polar coordinate systems comes into the picture. We can use that relative polar coordinate system. When it comes to the absolute polar coordinate system, it is also useful where when you are using your rocket launchers or tankers, there it is used because you are in a static position and target is moving. Then it is easy. When it comes to the relative polar coordinate system, your source objective is also moving, target objective is also moving, like two fighter planes fighting each other. Okay? It is difficult. For suppose your Rafale aeroplane belongs to India, some other Rafale aeroplane belongs to some other country, XYZ country. So you want to calculate from the Delhi how much magnitude and direction means, it is foolishness. So what the target will lock, that will be calculated on your system and back to the target. Enter. Dial. Here we can see at the rate 8 units length with the angle 102 degrees. That means from the east it will calculate. If you want to change, you can change it also. Counterclockwise to clockwise you can change, but those settings are not necessary for you right now as a basic user. You can see here at the rate 8 less than 102 degrees we specified. That's the relative polar coordinate system. If you are familiar with polar coordinate system and displayed graphic area, then you may try to use absolute polar coordinate system. Until unless you are not familiar or master to your coordinate systems, better not to use absolute coordinate system. due to some technical issues, it's taking a lot of time. Okay. Next topic is Zoom. Simply type Z, enter, or you can use space bar. Here, so many types of options are available. I'll try to explain few of them. All means whatever the entities available, they all will be setted within the displayed area. Center means you have to select the objective center or drawing center or the segment center to display. From that center point, default it will take the dimensions in X direction more, Y direction less. Okay, you can see this graphic area or monitors are in X direction, visualizing length is more or displaying length is more. In Y direction, the displaying or visualizing length is less. Means it's simple in ellipse. Major axis, x-axis, minor axis. I think everybody knows why it has been designed like that. If you don't know, you just simply go to the mirror, check your eyes. X-axis direction is more, y-axis length or direction moving your eyeballs is less. So according to our convenient, the monitor has been designed or the graphic area has been designed to get less effort and get more mechanical advantage. Being a mechanical engineers, we will come to another simple machines. So while you are designing, you must understand the human ergonomics. According to that ergonomics, you have to design the machines or whatever it may be, the displaying units. That's the reason x-axis is more, y-axis is less. So when you are specifying the center point, you must know where you have to select the center point. Unless until you don't know, somewhere you click means whatever the display area you want, you may not get that much. So consider these points and select the center point exactly. Dynamic, you can rotate the scroller bar up and down. Dynamically it will change, zoom in, zoom out. That's called dynamic. Extents. When you type extents, up to the extents of the drawing. Suppose you have n number of drawings, 10 or 20 drawings. Extents all the ASU dimensions. Displayed in them be visualized. So when you zoom, you can zoom previous. So by default it works undo. It will go to the previous zoom point. There it will look previous zoom. Window you need to select that window. Whatever is available or things are that will show you. So zoom option. You can change whatever the objectives are displayed here, you can try pan command or pan icon. See, now you are able to pan. You can move. You can observe that green line. It is translated from one point to another point. Like we can pan. Or else simply type PAN, enter. Select the left click button, try to translate and leave it. That's about the pan option. This is about the today's session. Still, if you have any queries, doubts, you can raise. I will try to clarify. Okay, okay, Manusha. Yeah, Manusha, maybe my voice is low. Next time I will try to log in with other devices. we can improve the volume.